So, we're going to learn about the some common operating system. What are the common operating system? Okay, Windows. Microsoft created a Windows operating system in mid 1980s. There have been many different versions of Windows, right? There are many versions, isn't it? Windows 7, Windows 8, Windows Vista, Windows uh, 7 Ultimate, isn't it? What is the latest Windows? Windows 10, isn't it? So, Microsoft created a Windows operating system in the mid 1980s. There have been many different versions of Windows, but most common recent ones are Windows 10, which was released in 2015. But it was released in 2015, but we know it in 2000 what? You know? 2020. Okay, or 2019. Windows 8 2012, Windows 7 2009, and Windows Vista 2007. Windows comes with preloaded on most new PCs, isn't it? Most laptops and computers are preloaded with Windows. Most of the laptop. It is the most common use operating system, okay, Windows, which helps to make it the most popular operating system in the world. So, Microsoft Windows is the most popular operating system in the world. Okay, most of the office and other official places they use it Windows. Okay, next, Unix is was originally developed in 1969 by the group of AT&T employees Ken Thompson, Dennis Ritchie, Douglas McGraw, and Joe Osana at Bell's Lab. The Unix operating system is a set of programs which act like a link between the computer and the operating system, between the computer and the user. Several people can use a Unix computer at the same time, and therefore it is called a multi-user system. It was originally written in assembly language, but it was rewritten in C language. So this is an operating system which you have to learn the C language. Okay, without the C language, you won't be able to operate the Unix operating system. Okay, Linux is a family of open source operating system, which means they can be modified and distributed by anyone around the world. They different from proprietary software like Windows, which can be modified by the company that owns it. The software like Windows, which can the advantage of Linux are that it is free and there are many different versions you can choose from. So next, Mac OS. Mac OS. What is Mac OS? Mac OS, previously called as OS X or OS 10. Okay, it is a line of operating system created by Apple. So this is an operating system created by Apple. Mac OS is only for computers. Okay, computers and PCs. It comes preloaded with Macintosh computers or Macs. Some of the specific version included Mojave, released in 2018, High Sierra 2017, and Sierra in 2016. macOS or users accounts for less than 10% of the global operating system. One reason for that is the Apple computers tends to be more expensive. However, people do prefer the look and feel computer of macOS over Windows. macOS is operating system for a PC, for a computer. Okay, made by the company Apple. is an operating system. It is an operating system for a PC or a laptop. Okay, created by the Apple. So this was not much popular. It is only 10% of the global use it because it is expensive. Okay, it is very expensive compared to Windows or Linux. Okay, so only 10% of the user use the Mac OS. Most of the some of the people preferred it because of the look and feel, okay, of the Mac OS. They are very different from the operating system of a Windows. Okay, so iOS. What is iOS stand for? iPhone operating system. Okay, it is iOS stand for that iPhone operating system. This is an operating system in a smartphone. Okay, smartphone of an Apple company. It is a mobile operating system developed by and created by the Apple. Okay, it is designed to run the Apple devices like iPhone, iPods, iPad, etc. So this was the first version of Apple iOS, which was released in 29 July 2007. Okay, next, Android. Android is a mobile operating system based on modified version of the Linux kernel, okay, and other open source software. Designed primarily for touchscreen mobile devices such as smartphones and tablets. Android has over 2 billion monthly active users and largest installed base on any operating system. So, this Android, have you heard about Android? Have you ever used Android? Yes, isn't it? Most of the mobile operating system is Android, and this is based on the Linux kernel. Okay, modified version Linux kernel. This is an open source. Okay, this is an open source, not like an iOS devices or iPhone. We call it right. iPhone or iPad. We call it. This is an Android is an open source. We can reinstall or install any version of Android operating system in this Android or Linux kernel. Okay, this is the apps which you cannot install in iOS, you can install in Android, or the apps or the software which is not available for iOS. The availability of software or apps in Android is more liable. Okay, means in Android it is an open source, so everyone create the operating system or the apps or the software for Android because it is open source. Okay, not like an iOS. Okay, so BOS, Bharat Operating System Solution. So BOS is an operating system developed by the Center of Development for Advancing Computing, okay, in Chennai, in order to enhance and gain benefits from the usage of free and open source software throughout India. BOS, GNU or Linux, is the Indian Linux distribution derived from the Debian operating system, the latest stable version 8.0, that is called Unnati. Okay, Unnati means improvement. Was released on 15 October 2019. Okay, this was released in 15 October 2019. So BOS is an operating system made by India. Okay, it is a Linux distribution. Okay, it is an open source. This operating system was made to enhance and gain the benefit from the free and open source software throughout India. Okay, so next, difference between 32 bits and 64-bit operating system. So let me confirm. let me tell you what is 32 bits and what is 64 bits. Then only you will know the difference between the 32 bits and the 64 bit, isn't it? So 32 bits, this is not in a smartphone or an iOS, okay, Android or in an iOS. This is use 32 bit system, okay, 32 bit operating system or 64 bit operating system. This is used in PC or computers, okay, PC or laptops. This is used in computers, PC or laptops, okay. They are used in PC and laptops. 32 bits means it addresses that the memory can extend, that is example like 4 GB, okay. If 2 GB of RAM is given in a PC or a computer, then it is compatible with 4 GB of RAM, okay. In a smartphone 4 GB means in a computer system 2 GB into 32 GB, okay, that is 4 GB RAM, okay. That is the difference between 32 bits and 64 bits, sorry, 64 bits, right. What is 64 bits? 64 bit system is the 2 GB of 64 times, okay. 64 bits mean this 64 bits means it is triple, okay, triple of the RAM that is given, okay. If it is 2 GB, then it will be of how much? 6 GB, okay, 6 GB to 8 GB of RAM, okay. It will be double, triple or more, okay. This six, that is the difference between the 32 bits and 64 bits. In now the in this latest computer and laptops, most of the operating system are 64 bits. Only the old version or the old PC and computers you will get the 32 bits. Now the latest are 64 bit system only, okay. So this is the difference between the 32 bits operating system and 64 bits operating system, okay. So the list of the difference are mentioned below in your textbook, and please go through. So this chapter is now completed, and then I'll give the Q&A sooner or later.